Bonjour, mon ami, and welcome to another episode of ASMR in the best possible timeline. Today's episode is going to be on the very important, international, global, historic, very important topic of hair care. Look, I realize there are other topics that are arguably more important, but I don't know them. I know of them. I can't give you advice on things like border control and just so many things. The war in Ukraine, Gaza. What I can tell you is how to have amazing hair for like almost no money. So that's what we're getting into today. I shot a hair care video a couple years ago, and back then my hair looked good. It did, but also it took a lot more effort to get it to look good. I had to straighten. I had to spend a ton of time straightening it. It fresh out of the shower, it was frizzy, and I showed you guys that this, I'm not gonna lie, this is straightened. I spent about 10 minutes straightening 8 pounds of hair. My hair is so long, you guys. I can't even get it in a frame. It goes down to my belly button. Actually goes past my belly button. I need to cut my hair, and I'm gonna make a hair cutting video soon, because I also cut my own hair. So this is all DIY magic right here. There is a video on my Patreon of me cutting my hair in like real time, so you can see the technique that I used to get these layers on the sides and the layers around my face as well. It's called the butterfly technique, and you can find it on TikTok if you're like, I can't wait. I got you, boo. TikTok is also where I learned about my current hair care routine. So I use 3 things in my hair right now. 3, 1, 2, 3. That's it. The combined price of these 3 things, let's say it's $30, and with that $30 I probably get, I don't know, maybe 6 months of use, maybe more. So pretty affordable. I mean, I guess the buy-in, I don't even think it's $30, honestly. It's about, let's see, this is like, let's call that 8, 16, $26, that's my guess, for how much it costs to get started on this hair care situation that I am presenting. So this is, if your TikTok is nothing like mine, it's called No Poo. It's the No Poo method, which, let's get real, is the worst name anyone could have come up with. So thanks a lot, whoever did that. But it's not using any artificial conditioners or shampoos or conventional hair care. It's very, very natural, and that is what I like about it. So when I first started this, it's because I moved to a place that had a water softening treatment in the water for the first time ever. So for the first time ever, my hair went from being like really dry and frizzy to like, it was like a hair mullet. It was like greasy on the top, frizzy on the bottom. It was literally the worst of both worlds. I went from washing my hair every like 5 or 6 days to washing my hair every day, and it was just perpetually greasy. And I was like, I need to do something about this. So then I started going on TikTok, which is where I learn everything. And I was like, what can I do TikTok about this horrible greasy hair situation? And TikTok was like, I got you, boo. I got you. And thanks be to TikTok, I stumbled down the No Poo rabbit hole, and I was like, maybe this will work. And it has. It's worked so well. I will not ever go back to washing my hair continuously continually with cancer-causing products. Essentially, there's so many. In case you don't know, beauty care products are made out of actual poison. A lot of the things that we use in our beauty products here in America aren't even legal to be used in other countries. And so when you have a product that's made here and elsewhere, the formulas are like wildly, wildly different, because we have such an enormous lack of regulation in this country, thanks be to capitalism. So, yeah, there's also a really big problem with the way that all of these skincare products, hair care products, makeup products, cosmetics affect our endocrine system, and it's leading to all kinds of hormonal nightmare problems, because a lot of these things are estrogen blockers, and when you block estrogen in women, it's all bad. It's just all bad. It results in things like infertility, irregular cycles, hormonal imbalances, mood changes, like just, it's terrible. It's so bad. There's this phenomenon that happened in this, I can't remember what they were making in this chemical plant. It might have been a fertilizer if I remember correctly. And the runoff from that fertilizer plant was getting into the local like pond system, and it was turning male frogs into hermaphrodites, and they were like having their testicles were getting populated with tadpoles because they were able to like inseminate themselves, essentially. All that. There's so much toxic, so much poisons in like everything. So I'm always excited about finding new ways to do things more holistically, more naturally, more in line with like what was around 2,000 years ago. That's what I'm interested in. So that is kind of some of the background to how I got to this hair care trio that I just absolutely love. I'm going to get into what I've been using, and then I'm also going to talk about the sort of the direction that I'd like to go in and things I'd like to try and other alternatives to what exactly I've been doing and what's been working for me. And I'm going to tell you not to do what I'm doing. Because there is an aspect of what I'm doing that I don't know how safe or good idea it is, but it's really worked for my hair. I don't know if it's destroying my lungs, so we'll get into that. Let's see, is there anything else I wanted to say? Let's talk a little bit about the effect of this, right? So, when I was young and beautiful, my hair was amazing, and it was so easy, and I could do anything to it, and I would just pop out of the shower, and it would look exactly like this. Just no effort, zero maintenance. I was born with wonderful, wonderful hair. Then, I didn't listen to my older sister when she tried to warn me, and let me warn you now. And I got this like crazy idea. I had long, beautiful, easy hair back then, and I was like, you know, it would be fun if I had like a spiral perm. Why did I ever think that? First of all, me today, that sounds so toxic. That's a no for me. Automatically, straight out the gate. What a dumb idea. But I wanted a spiral perm. I really liked spiral curls. And I had long, epic hair like I do now. And I thought, that's going to be so fun. It was not fun. The perm did not take. It just destroyed the texture of my hair completely. Okay, friends, I'm not gonna lie, I have absolutely no idea where I was, because God decided to give me a hot flash, and I choose to believe that He gave me a hot flash to create a teachable moment. So here's the moment. Some things are endocrine disruptors, right? So they mess up the natural hormone cycles that are occurring inside of a person. That can be skincare products, it can be food products, it can also be, and I think that's why God decided to do this to me right now. lashes are horrible, and so that is just one more reason I get so excited when I find a natural way of doing anything, whether it's taking care of my hair or my skin or makeup and making my own deodorant. We'll do a series, I'll tell you all about it. And all of this is great for my fellow MCAST babes. So, as you know, probably, maybe, if you've seen me before, I have something called mast cell activation syndrome, which essentially makes me prone to being like the boy in the bubble, and all of these DIY hacks are so helpful for that. So, I think I was talking about the quality of my hair. Oh, right, so I was telling you my horrible perm story. Should have listened to my mom, should have listened to my sister. Listen, Linda. Listen to people who are older than you. They are trying to help. I love the little ladies now, and I will hang off their every word. And I try so hard to listen to everyone, young and old, because I think everyone has things that they can teach you, me, us. Whether it's a direct transmission or something you can get if you like squint your eyes and glean, you know. So, for what it's worth, hot flashes are the fucking worst, I'm just saying. Be nice to your hot flashing friend. Moving right along. So, after that perm, my hair has never been the same. Which is exactly what my sister said would happen, because she got a perm and it ruined the texture of her hair, which is what happened to me. So after that, I would get out of the shower, my hair would be like this big. It looked like I was an 80s like hair band model. It was just enormous. And that's when I got a hair straightener and started straightening my hair. I did not have to straighten my hair before that. It just came out like this. I'm hopeful that after using this technique, I've been doing it for about 6 months, after using it longer, maybe my hair will return to that texture. That would be lovely. That would be amazing. Hashtag best possible timeline. Let's get it. For now, I would say that my hair wakes up playable. It comes out playable. It's like I could rock that hair. I probably won't make a video about how to take care of your hair with that raw organic hair, but maybe at some point I will make a video with that raw organic hair, and I'll be like, this is what it looks like straight out the shower. Other thing I will say, hi Boo Boo, with this method, he's the best possible dog, let's get real. Okay, so other things I will say with this method is, and this is a plus for me, but it's probably a minus for some people, is that it's actually changed the color of my hair. So before I became a sick girl, I would go outside in the world. Then for years I had something called Bephoria. I was literally like intolerant of the sun, and I'm not intolerant of the sun anymore, but I definitely don't get as much sunshine as I used to pre-illness for various reasons. For a while it was trauma from having the Bephoria, and that's finally, like, I'm over that, and I don't know. I still dealt with like some sun intolerance. It just wasn't wild, which actually, thanks to our Lord and Savior, B12 has completely lifted, and I'm so here for it. Not B12. No, B12 is also great, but I meant my Lord and Savior, B1, also known as thiamine, which I take in the form of benfotiamine. Whole video on that. Love, love, love. B1, literally the single best thing that has ever happened to me. And I met the guy who played Jon Snow, just saying. I met a lot of famous people. Eddie Pepitone is like one of my best friends. Maddie is one of my best friends. I collect famous people. I met Jason Momoa. Who else? I've met Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I've met all kinds of famous people. Sorry, Eddie. B1 is better. It's been more important. It's the most important thing that's ever happened to me in a positive direction, aside from like being born to the parents that I had, and with this incredible hair. When I tell you I'm such a hair girly, by the way, wish upon a star, and I wished, this is gonna date me, in case you thought I was lying about my age, at the age of 4, I wished for hair like Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit is a character from Roger Rabbit, and she's like the embodiment of a female ideal, right? She's got this huge, beautiful red hair, it's giving The Little Mermaid, but she also has like this hourglass figure that's just insane and totally unattainable, and this gorgeous sparkly dress. Yeah, I didn't care about any of that. I wanted her hair, and that's still where hair lives on my value hierarchy. I'm obsessed. Why am I talking about my obsession with hair? Look, I need more V1. That's neither here nor there. The point is, this technique has given color back to my hair. It's given shine to my hair. It's made my hair several shades lighter, and I expect that to just keep happening, especially one day if I ever go into the sun again, which is what used to give my hair color. But like, yeah, do you see these like highlights? I don't dye my hair. I haven't dyed my hair in 7 or 8 years. So this is all natural, boo-boo. And yeah, it's way lighter than it was before I started, and that is because of what I use to achieve this wonderful, wonderful hair. So now my hair it's not like big 80s hair every time, which that took forever, by the way, to straighten, and I had to use so much heat to get it to be straight, and so much time. I'd have to go over the same piece several times because the hair was just wiling out. It was just wily. It was here, it was there, it was all over the place. It was a hot mess. More mess than hot. And now it's more hot than mess. It's so easy. I totally wake up with playable hair. It's not the straight girl version. It's got some big curls that I don't feel like translate great in a screen where you can only see part of my hair, because it's just crazy long. But IRL, in real life, I'm here for it. It's so good. I go long, huge chunks of time without straightening my hair, and then when I do straighten my hair, I only have to do it like once until I wash my hair again, and it just kind of stays. Sometimes it gets some big voluminous curls. I'm here for it. Honestly, they look great. That's probably how my hair looks the best, is like 2 days after straightening it, and it kind of goes like this curl here and there, and that's it. And it's chef's kiss. Eat your heart out, Jessica Rabbit. I'm here for it. So that is a lot about my hair. Without further ado, I'm going to tell you about the things that I put in my hair, how I put in my hair, and how I have heard to put in my hair, and what I do that I'm not telling you to do because it might be a really bad idea. I'm not sure. Here we go. Ingredient number 1. It's a little bit loud, so we're going to turn the gain down. That's right, folks. It's baking soda. So this container of baking soda, it's like down here now. I got it at Costco for like $7 or something, and I don't just use it for my hair. I also pour giant spoonfuls of it into my bathtub all the time. So between my hair and my bathtub, that $7 bag has lasted more than 6 months. Not bad for shampoo. That is my shampoo. Now, what you're supposed to do, what everybody else does, what everybody says to do, is to put a couple tablespoons in like 8 ounces of water. Let's say it's 2 tablespoons of baking soda per 8 ounces of water, and you want to massage that into your scalp. And maybe that works for some people. I'm sure it does, because that's what everyone says to do. And maybe once I leave this house with a water softening treatment, that'll be enough. washing my hair every day and it would look good for like part of a day and then I'd have to do it again, and I'm just not here for that. I've never been someone who washes my hair more than once a week because I've always had dry hair. I've never had oily hair. So what I do that you should not do, that I don't think I should do, because I think I'm breathing it, I should wear a mask. This is good talk. Maybe I'll start doing that. But my fear is that I'm inhaling baking soda, and that seems like a bad idea, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe it's like alkalizing my acidy lungs. I don't know why that would be the case, but inhaling anything just seems bad. But that is a probable byproduct of what I do, and what I do is I just take spoonfuls of baking soda and I apply them to my scalp. So I'll apply it to the middle part there. I'll apply it to the side part there. I'll apply it to another side part there, and then I'll hit the back of my head in a couple different places, and I just massage that all into my scalp where it's oily. And if it falls like down, I'm here for that. That's fine, that's whatever. But I really prioritize my scalp, and then I let that sit on my scalp for like 20 minutes maybe. And sometimes I'll get my hair a little bit wet. Depends. Sometimes I do this when I'm not in the shower, and I'll like clean my bathroom for 20 minutes. By the way, I put it up afterwards during the 20 minutes, if that wasn't clear. And then I will, what do I do? So there I am. I feel like the gain could be up. Okay, so there I am. My hair has all this baking soda in it. Sometimes I will get it wet, sometimes I won't. I'll put it up out of the way, and then it's time for our next ingredient, which is a little concoction that I make. First ingredient, it's gotta be behind this. Sorry, I don't want to make super loud crinkly sounds. Here we go. It is rosemary. Now you could make your own rosemary tincture, and I would if I had that kind of lifestyle. I absolutely would, but I don't, and so I just put a couple drops of this in 8 ounces of water. It could be, I don't know, anywhere from like probably 6 to 9 drops, and this is supposed to, oh whoops, I wanted to smell it, I got greedy. Okay, we're gonna put that down. So this is just a rosemary essential oil. You can make your own rosemary water by boiling rosemary, or you can infuse this next thing that we're going to talk about with rosemary by putting rosemary in it for like several weeks and then straining the rosemary out and using that. But this is supposed to be good, especially for hair growth. And when I tell you, I already have wildly thick hair, but I have so much new little baby hairs because of this process, and the baby hairs are like becoming significant players, and it's all around the frame of my hair, including in the back. Like, let's see if we can pull out some new growth for you. Like all of this, these are baby hairs. These are baby hairs gone wild that have always been murdered by products before, and now they're like, I'm free. It's really crazy. And part of my dharma karma, for whatever reason, is that 100% of these baby hairs that are located right here are gray. Damn it. I get this new thick hair and I'm getting like like it. That's a you thing, boo. So anyway, my new hair growth, what I will do, what I have done, instead of dyeing my hair, which is like way too much effort and way too toxic, and I'm just completely not interested in it. What I started doing when I first noticed the gray hairs and before they had time to grow on me, as you will, is I went back to using shampoo and conditioner for like a second. And when I used shampoo and conditioner, I was like, oh my goodness, hello. Like, my hair really appreciated whatever the shampoo and conditioner had, and it looked great. So now, while the rest of the No Poo internet is like, I haven't used shampoo or conditioner in 285 days, I'd be using it. I'd be using it like, I don't know, maybe once or twice a month. And I think when I go back to this, after using the shampoo and conditioner, this is even better when I go back to shampoo and conditioner. Like, it's what's optimizing my hair care at this point. And it does thin your hair, and it did get rid of a bunch of the gray hairs that were existing right here in this corner. So that was interesting, and that made me go down a little experiment rabbit hole of my own and realize that I lose so much more hair when I use shampoo and conditioner. Like, the difference is wild. When I use shampoo and conditioner, I'm like, and here is a little pet that I made out of my hair. His name is Billy. And then when I use this, there's like 3 hairs. It's wild. It is wild how much hair. And like, I never thought anything of it because my hair is really long. So even if it's just 10 hairs, it's gonna make a chia pet. But the amount of hair that I don't lose when I use this natural method, amazing. Okay, so after you have your, what's it called? Finish my sentence for me. Uterus, line, B1, anyone? Baking soda. After baking soda's in your hair for 20 minutes, you're supposed to rinse that out. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. Rinse it out really, really well, which is kind of hard. It takes some effort, I'm not gonna lie. And then you put in your concoction of rosemary, which I use sometimes and sometimes I forget. And let's say for 6 ounces of water, I use 2 ounces of our next ingredient, organic apple cider vinegar. This is a gallon. This is for my serious hair girlies. And this one comes from Sprouts. It's usually in a smaller container. It's got plenty of the mother. The bottom you can see. And I mix this up. And I put it in my spray bottle, which I never actually used the spray part, but I put it in the base of my spray bottle with a bunch of water and the rosemary, and then I dump that, mostly concentrating on the ends. This is my conditioner. It's the best conditioner I have ever used in my entire life. It's amazing. So then you leave that in your hair for like 20 minutes. So that's the thing about this method. It takes 40 minutes to wash your hair. So for the first part, sometimes I'll be like cleaning my bathroom or, doing something else. I won't do it in the shower. Sometimes I'll take a bath. I'll put the baking soda in my hair and then I'll just hang out in my bathtub. And then sometimes, and you're not supposed to do this, I'm not telling you to do this, this might make your hair fall out. It instead, I just pour the apple cider vinegar straight on my head. Baking soda, very basic apple cider vinegar, totally acidic. It does start a small volcano on my head, which I think just helps with the lightening of my hair. And so I am completely there for all of it. However, if you have thinning hair, if you have less hair than I do, if you have a sensitive scalp, that might be a really bad idea. I don't know. It's working for me, so I do it. I don't always do it. Sometimes I wash the baking soda out first. Sometimes I don't. And you'll hear the reaction. Like if you ever did the volcano thing in school where you put vinegar and baking soda together and it was like shh, and you made a little volcano, that will happen on your head. You will hear it happening. It's also like dropping a bath bomb into your bathtub, because bath bombs usually have citric acid, which is acidic, and baking soda, and the reaction that occurs between them makes it really fun and fizzy. That is a party on my head about, I don't know, 2-3 times a month. So that's it. Those are the products that I put in my hair. Now, other hack that I've been doing, I got one of those like hair massagey, scalp massagey things. That doesn't do anything for me. But the other thing that has really transformed the quality of my hair is this little hair bonnet that I sleep with. Love, love, love this thing. And it is a satin hair bonnet. Now, these two sides are not the same. This side, the shiny side, much smoother feeling than this other side. So I actually turn mine inside out. And I have so much hair that I will put it up in some kind of way before I go to sleep. And I don't always do this. I didn't do this last night. I do think it's the most important to do this the day that I wash my hair. And it really reduces the frizz that I wake up with the next day. So I might take my hair and just twist it into like a Cinnabon sort of situation. And then not use a hair tie. Let's see if I can do that. It's so long and unruly. Okay, so we're just twisting. And then twisting that. And then I have really long hair, so I can just like tuck it into itself. And then before it falls out, I'll put this bad boy on. I'll grab the bun like this. I know, very attractive. You're like, Yvette, I don't understand how you've managed to stay single for so long when you look this way once a week. And the truth is, boo-boo, I don't know either. It's crazy. Girl math. And I'll go to sleep like this. Other alternative, and this actually gives me these big, awesome curls that I love so much, is that I will take a hair tie. Also let my hair air dry. I don't ever use heat to dry it because it's way too much and that would be exhausting. So I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see this technique. Step one, it's like you're going for the average ponytail. Plot twist, it's not a ponytail, it's a bun. So, halfway through pulling this, we're just gonna flip. That's the bun I wear all the time on this channel. You've seen it before. But what you don't know is that that bun technique will lead to epic curls. If your hair is long enough and if your hair takes to curls, you wake up the next day and it goes shoo, 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 shoo. It's the best. And so then I'll put that in this. And I will wake up looking like a damn princess, let me tell you. it because there's this hilarious little girl on TikTok who does that. So, and that like makes you wake up with a wonderful no frizz hair, and makes straightening your hair so much easier. Just low maintenance, amazing hair hack. The rest of this, honestly, not very low maintenance, very inexpensive, very good for you and safe for your hormonal system, which is key. And if you're not worried about that, you should be, because everything in our entire world, including flax milk, is trying to fuck up your hormone system. Unless you're the right face of life for flax milk. That's another video. We're not going to get into that. That's it. Those are the only products I use on my hair. Oh, one other thing that is not in this room that I should have brought. Let me go get it. Okay, we're back. Here it is. And this is another thing that I procured when my hair was like super duper oily, and I was trying to figure that out. So this was the first piece actually of my current hair care system, and this is a Boar Bristle brush. My hair is really thick, so I was like, I can't just do straight Boar Bristle. It won't get through my super thick hair. So this one has these like plastic addition things that bring it into the Boar Bristle part. And honestly, it's like filled with fuzz from the towel because I haven't gotten a special towel. Although I think if I did, or if I used a t-shirt instead of a towel when I got out of the shower, I think that would be even better for my hair, but I'm not there yet. So if you have any idea how to get all of this damn fuzz out of this, that is a thing I've been thinking about doing. But I got this maybe like 9 months ago, and I will never go back. It's supposed to pull the oils from the top of your head throughout your hair, and I don't know if it's doing that. I don't really know if it's helping, because my hair was still wildly oily when I got it, but I like it a lot. I got it on Amazon. The brand is So Soon, one word. I don't know if you can see that. And that's it. Those are all of the things that I put on top of my hair and use for my hair. And I just personally think that the results speak for themselves. It does take a long time to do your hair. I'll give you that. To wash my hair. And that's another reason why sometimes I just wash it with shampoo and conditioner, because I'm like, I don't have 40 minutes to dedicate to you today, hair. You're ridiculously high maintenance. And it's like, well, you wanted 20 inches of hair, Yvette. What did you expect? So if you end up doing this and you love it or you hate it, or you have any questions or thoughts or ideas, let me know. Like I mentioned, one alternative is rosemary water. That's supposed to be really amazing. You boil rosemary for like 30 minutes in water and then put that in your hair. Rice water is something that I also really want to try. Hi, boo boo. Look at how cute that dog is. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. What else? Another thing I want to do is an infused apple cider vinegar. So I probably wouldn't use this container because it's plastic, but I would get like a big mason jar, fill it up with apple cider vinegar, and infuse it with thyme. Is supposed to be good. What else? Rosemary is supposed to be good. Maybe some fenugreek. I'd like to get into that, and maybe if I try that and I end up like loving something, I will let you know. Of course, the scientist in me wants to try each ingredient individually, so it might take a while for me to land on the perfect recipe, because what you do is you let those ingredients marinate for like 6 weeks before you strain it, and then use that as your, probably like 2 ounces of apple cider vinegar to like 6 ounces of water is the ratio that I usually go with, and that usually covers my enormous, giant collection of hair. If I'm going like straight onto dry hair covered in baking soda, which again I'm not recommending, but I do it, then I might use 2 concoctions. So a total of 4 ounces of apple cider vinegar and a total of, do my math for me, 12 ounces of water to cover all of this. So presumably like 90% of you have a lot less hair. Oh, and now we have a little sunshine. So you can see how shiny it is while you listen to my neighbors in the background and this airplane flying over my house. Okay, and I think the neighborhood children are ending this video now. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If the best hair care and the best possible timeline. Until next time, I love you so much. I